This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. So very good morning to all. In today's session, we have to discuss about two more events. That is nothing but keyboard events. Let us talk about these events. What are the keyboard events and all? If time permits, we will see little bit form events also. Right. There are two major events, guys. Here, the events are going to be on key press is an event and on key up is an event. So simply says when we are pressing the key, this event will be fired. What is on key up? We have to press and release. Then only on key up event will be fired. So this is the meaning of it. Press and release. Then this event will be fired. This is just on press the key. This event will be fired. On press the key, the event will be fired. Press and release the key. Then this event will be fired. Right, exactly. The meaning of these things, exactly, guys. On key up is the mostly used keyword. Actually, we have one more thing, on key down also, but don't worry, this is deprecated event. Both are same. Key down, key press, both are same. Let me show you from official website what official website is saying that on key down JavaScript. Let me check this. Not here. You can go to developer.mozilla.org. This is thing. It is absolute event, I believe. So we no need to go for it, I believe. Key down event is filed. So not here, I believe. Key presser, key down. 1 minute. Let me check key press. Oh, sorry guys. Here, key press is the deprecated one. Key down is the okay. So we don't want to discuss about it. Both are same meaning, guys. Key down, key press, both are same. This is a deprecated. Deprecated means we don't want to use for our application further development. So as of now, if we can use okay, but now onwards, you cannot use this deprecated one. Key press, key down will use same meaning, right? Exactly. What is key up? What is key down? Let me talk about it. Generally, when you're typing something, these events will be filed. Okay, for this demonstration, let me take a input form field. Let me create a small file quickly. Keyboard events.html. Let me save the file in our working directory in JavaScript. I'm saving the file. Okay. Yeah. So here, what I want to do, let me create a small input form field and we will enter something on it. So input type equal to text and id equal to username or anything, whatever it may be. Let me take the label if required, username. Simply, I'm taking the label also like this. Now just to preview the output of the program and we can check this and we are able to see the text box here. Okay. Whatever the value we are typing into the input form field, that value I want to bind to the following div id equal to some, let us take an id called uh, input or anything, input value or anything. I'm just taking id equal to input. See, id value may be anything, your choice. You can take anything. Id equal to id also we can take it. You don't need to take the element name. Okay, without any confusion, my input I am taking. Okay, so don't get confused. This is my input. Okay, now you are typing some value inside the text box. Whatever the value you are typing, that value should be binded into the following div. This is the div I am taking, right? So let us see. And let us write this autocomplete off, because when I'm typing something, it is giving me some suggestions. Right now I'm refreshing. I think now you're not getting any suggestions, right? Exactly the same. Okay. Whatever the value we are typing, see the difference here. I will use the both events guys here. On key on key down equal to, so what we want to do, we want to get the current text box value, and we have to bind the value to this input form field, whatever you are typing. Okay, on key down equal to handle input. I'm taking one function with the name handle input. You can take this as a parameter. What is the meaning of this? The current element, whatever the value you are entering in the text box, we have to get it now, right? Remember, for binding some text to an element, we are writing element dot inner html. We are writing element dot inner html. If it is a text, we will write dot text. If it is a style, we will write it dot style is the property we seen as of now. I want to get the value of an input form field, means element dot value is the property. So dot value, it's an attribute now. Attribute of input element is dot value, so we can write dot value here. So what I want to do here, this I'm passing this as a parameter. Now let me do one thing. Let me create the script, open script to close. Here I'm printing function handle input. In this ele, what is ele means? Current element, right? Current element. So not only ele, you can take element as well, no problem. So this is what exactly I'm going to do. Element dot, okay, or else you can write console.log. Now you can see I'm writing something called hello. Okay, now you can just go and check this. When I'm typing something on the key, now press F12. I want to check into the console also. Now you can go there, and here I'm typing something called H. Now you can see on key press, that is printing. Key press only, not releasing. Just if you can press the key, I'm pressing the key. I pressed J continuously. Can you see the event is firing 68, 78? I'm pressing. I didn't release it. On press the key, this event is fired. Almost all 231. You can able to see, I believe, in the console 231 times the J is printed in the console, or else you can remove all this stuff. Okay, I removed. I'm cleaning the console also. Now I'm pressing the key. I'm not releasing. I'm pressing A. I'm not releasing. The key is continuously going. So this is called key down. Now you can see the simple thing. When I'm going to write key up event, you can understand. Now you can see key up event. Now you can see I'm what is the meaning of key up? Now you can see I'm pressing a character on the screen. Now did you see the key is typing in the text box, but there is nothing into the console. When I'm releasing, now I'm releasing. Now you can see after releasing, that is printing. Key down in the sense, once you down the key, value will be printed. So keep up means you have to press the key and you have to release the key, then only that event will be fired. Okay, these are the two things guys. Okay, now you can see what I want to do. Element, now this is the element now, so we are taking something, right? Element dot value, also we can write it element dot value, element dot value. Now we can see the value we entered. Now you can see it is not there. Now you can see when I'm pressing and releasing, the value you entered into the text box field is also printed into the console. Now you can take the same as on key down, it will give you when you are pressing the key. Now you can go and check this. Now I'm just pressing the key. Now you can see this is all printing. This is continuously printing. This is continuously printing for you. Exactly. So this is called key down and key up. But I use a regularly key up event guys for our requirements. Actually, mostly we are using key up. Especially the same event will be used in key up event is used in Google search also. You can go to Google search. Now you can see in the Google search also people will regularly use this. Go to google.com. Now you can see what we will do in the Google search. I'm pressing the key and releasing. On press and the key release. Now you can see some suggestions are getting automatically on key up. Now I'm taking something like this. Now you can see some suggestions are coming like this. like this, all the things are getting on key up. Press the key and release the key, then you are getting some suggestions. Okay, now I'm pressing the key continuously. Are you getting any suggestions here? No, we cannot get any suggestions, guys, here, right? So this is what exactly the thing. So maximum key up event is the mostly used event in real time, guys, here, right? So check this. So I want to do you one more thing. I told you, right? I want to bind the input to the following element. Let us get this element here. Uh, document dot get element by ID. Get element element by ID. What is the ID here? My input input my input dot inner html equal to html equal to so we have to bind the value of it, right? Directly I'm writing, I'm not taking this into any variable. Element dot in element dot value. Now you can see whatever the value you are typing, the value will be binded to the following div. Now you can see I'm writing something called he. Can you see there? Whatever the value I'm typing, the value is printing on the particular div. Now you can check this. So this is our div, and this div doesn't have anything initially. This div is empty. Now you can check this. This div is empty. When I'm printing something here, now I'm writing something. Can you see the div is blinking in the right side? Why it is blinking in the right side? Because some input is appending to the particular div. So whatever we are typing, that also we can add to the particular element, guys. This is exactly the keyboard events. So two events regularly we can use this, but mostly used one is key up event. So on key up, see, only thing is when to go for what event. If we can think, on key press I want to execute some logic, on key press and release I want to execute some logic. So we have two events. Whenever you want to do, yeah, you can. And one more thing, we can understand which key we pressed also. So we know that what is the key you pressed, space, left arrow, right arrow, escape, something like this also we can identify, guys, by using the same. Let me show you that too also here. We know for every event function, event object is available by default, right? Now you can see I'm writing console.log event object. I'm just printing this event object so that we can understand what it is going to be exactly event. Now you can go and check this. I'm just pressing F12 and you can see into the console. I'm just pressing the key. You can see keyboard event object is filed. Now you can click on it. Now you can see what is the code. This is the code, char code, and you can see, and if pressed any alt key and all or not, you can see even dot which key code, ASCII value of the key you pressed, and this is the name of the key you pressed, right? So you can press enter, tab, space, and all. Key up, what type of event you did it there. Key up is the event I did there. So what is that and all? We are which WHICH, which is also a method. Which key you pressed, ASCII value. It will always give you the ASCII value of the things, guys. This is the key. What is the name of the key you pressed? Now you want to know console.log event.key key. It will give you the key as well as if you want to write which WHICH, which means it will give you the ASCII value. It will give you the name of the key. Let me print both here. Now I'm just going to print both in a side by side. In console.log, we can separate comma and we can print two values. What is the key and what is the key and its ASCII value we are printing side by side in the console.log. Now you can check this. Generally, you are going to enter into it. Okay, we have to press console, right? Yeah, let us open the console. I pressed F12. Now you can see F12 and its ASCII value. What is the name of the key and what is the ASCII value of the key? Now I'm going to click inside of it. I'm pressing space. Now you can see space is 32. I'm pressing backspace. You can see backspace is 8. I'm pressing tab. If you can press tab, it won't work. Don't worry. Now I'm going to take escape keyword. Escape is 27. I'm pressing left arrow, right arrow, down arrow, up arrow. Like this, we can identify which key you pressed. Generally, in the charting applications, we can see people will type so many messages in the chart window, but once he submitted the enter button, automatically chart will be submitted, right? What is the ASCII value of the enter? You know, enter ASCII value is the 13 and the code is going to be entered. So when they are doing something, so they will, okay, let me do one thing. You will type something. Okay, once you enter, now I want to bind the value to the following input form field. Let me do one thing. What I can do, if the ASCII value equal to 13, whatever the value you return, that I want to bind to the my input equal to 13. If the ASCII value equal to 13, then I want to bind all the information to the following thing. Now you can check this. I'm just going to bind the information to the following element. So then what is the meaning of it, guys? Can you see? Now I'm saving the file. Now you can type many keys here. It won't go there. When I'm pressing enter key, now I'm writing hello world, WORLD, hello world. Now I'm hitting enter. Now you can see on hit enter, it is binded automatically on the particular div. On hit enter only. And for every character, it is giving you the ASCII value and the name of the character we pressed exactly. Right, this is what exactly, guys, you need to check this. So okay, after that I want to clean the text box value also. Right, once it is binded, I want to make element dot value equal to empty. I want to reset the value. Whatever the value you entered into the text box, I don't want to keep the value. Once you enter, it has to be submitted. So now you can see, now I'm writing welcome to HTML, something I'm typing here. Now you can see on hit enter, the text box value should be cleaned and it has to be binded on the particular input div element, sorry, div element, right? On hit enter, now you can see my text box is empty. Whatever the value you entered, that was moved to the particular div element. Now you can see what is the div element we are having. This is the div element. When we are pressing the key, so we don't have anything. This my input is empty. Now you can see I'm writing, this is JavaScript. The logic on key up logic will be executed every key press and release. But if the key code equal to 13, then it will be binded to the following div. Now you can see this is how we can add the things, guys. This is what you need to check the things. But okay, now sir, if I add this, now welcome to HTML, if I can submit this, then what will be happen? Now you can see existing value overrides with the new value. Earlier, now you can see here is welcome to HTML. Now I'm writing this as a JavaScript. Now if you can hit enter, welcome to HTML overrides with the JavaScript. Now sometimes, no, sir, I want to keep the existing value, I want to keep the new value. Then what we need to do, sir, in this point of time? Now you can see, so whatever the value we are getting here, that value we have to get it into a variable. So let me take the variable as something like this, where some txt equal to empty. Initially we have to take it as an empty, guys. Not every time, you have to take it as outside, not inside the function. So whatever the value we are having, that value I want to get it, I want to bind it to it. Now you can see what I'm going to do. Txt plus equal to concatenation element dot value. Every time the value you entered will be concatenated, they won't be overridden. Now you can simply make it as txt. Now you can check this time it won't go. So let me make this into a paragraph tag also, so that it will be easy for us. We can see into the next line and next line. Or else you can append the break tag also, no problem. Paragraph open, paragraph tag. I mean, everything will be binded to the following element. Now you can see I'm typing hello, hit enter. Oh, these many times it is coming. Why so? It should not come like this, right? So 1 minute, let us check this. What is the problem has happened here? Welcome. Every time it is binding on hit enter. Okay. Let me take the variable into the same function. Let me check this then. What is going to be happen? Now I'm taking this into welcome, hit enter. Okay. Now I'm taking this hello, hit enter. Oh, still it is overriding, guys. So need to find the solution for this. What is the problem here? I'm resetting the value. That's okay. We have to on key up. Every time it is going to be reinitialized with empty. So definitely this variable should be outside only. It should not be inside. But txt plus is equal to element dot value. On hit enter only you want me to bind. Let me check this. On hit enter only, I want to bind the value, I want to bind to it. Okay, now this time let me check this, what is going to be happen. Every time this is binding, right? No, I don't want to do like this. Hello, hit enter, welcome. Okay, this is binding, guys. Can you see hello and welcome is binding? Ram, hit enter, now they are working. Why this paragraph tag is not working? It has to be add into the next line, right? Let me check this. Oh, everything is appended into a paragraph tag. I cannot do like this, I believe. So do one thing. Here you can take the paragraph tag here. Not there. Every time I want to bind the paragraph tag here. So let me check this. Now this time just you can bind txt only here, not everything here. Now let me check this. Every time I want to see one by one. I'm taking ROM. Okay, I'm taking something called hello. Fine. So this is going to be welcome again. So ROM again. Something like this, guys. Something like it may look, I feel like while we are doing charting, how we will do this exactly. The same thing is going to be happens here, but there the chart will be saved in database or somewhere, but not right now. We are not saving anywhere. We are just concatenating into a variable. But if we can refresh it again, it everything will be gone, and we have to type something from our own. Welcome. Now I'm taking ram, hyd, and js, something like this. You can type the values like this. They will be come like this. But generally, if it is a chatting application, that is a different story, guys. Actually, chatting application is not a small thing. Actually, it's a big story, and there is separate servers are there for chat applications. Chat servers are there, and chart maximum of the people will never save the chart into the database. If it is a biggest application, they will try to save this into a text files, because reading data is very faster than db in the text files. If the data is in text file, it is very faster. If it is data in a database, it is going to be somewhat delay. But when our application is very big, like Facebook and Gmail application, definitely they have to use a file system like this. There is no other way, right? Don't worry, that is not related to us. I'm giving you a small hint, but this is look like a chart kind of stuff. Exactly, guys. Okay, right. So now the next thing, guys, here we need to go with the keyboard events done. Just you have an idea. So when what I want to do exactly, on key up what you want to do, on key press what you want to do. Sorry, on key down what you want to do. So when key down will be fired, when key up will be fired. Now let us talk about the form events as well. These form events may not be completed in one shot. So form events are very important, guys. Now you can check this, because in real time definitely we will always work with forms. That form may be registration form or login form or some other, and some other, whatever it may be, definitely we will work with the forms 100%, no doubt in it. Any of the developer, you are working as a front end development, so 50 to 70% you are going to work on the forms, definitely, no doubt in it. Very rarely we will work on some other things without forms. Maximum every backend developer, every front end developer will work with the forms. So while working with the forms, we should be aware of the form events as well. Some of the events I just want to tell you. On submit is one of the most used event. On submit, what are all these? These are all the form events. I will create a form and I will show you, and we know already how to create a form, right? Yeah. On submit, on select, on change, chang, on change, on reset, there is a reset also. On focus, one of the very important. On blur is also one of the very important thing. So there may be so many events may be there, but do you know the mostly used events are these three? These three are the mostly. On change also, guys, sorry, on change is also the mostly used event. These are the mostly used events. On select also not required, but these four you should be aware of it. On change, on focus, on blur, on submit. Definitely for everywhere, every form we will use on submit event. On submit event, definitely. But sometimes we will use these also with the combination. Otherwise we may not use them also. I will show you when to use what and what is the purpose of on focus and on blur and all. First let me talk about on submit event, then we can talk about the remaining events also by using the same form, right? First of all, let me create a form. I'm going to create a form. a small form with 3 4 fields guys here, so that you will get a clarity what exactly this is, right? Let me make the form as register.html is a file. So let me keep some form fields inside of it. If you want, you can design the form also, right? We know we have a little bit idea on CSS, right? Not little bit, very good idea. So okay, this is head, and we are going to take this as a title, open title, close. Here let me take JavaScript form events. I'm taking this as a body tag, open, body tag, close. So this is also going to be a h1 tag, open, h1 tag, close. Let us take the same as JavaScript form events. Same title I'm going to take it, JavaScript form events. Right, exactly. So this is the form open, form close. And every form, we know that in HTML we learn it, every form should be kept into the every form field, sorry, every form field should be kept into the form element as a root, because if form is not there, the form values you entered, they will never submit it to server. Definitely every form field should contain form, right? So here generally form having some attributes also, method and action. What is action? On submit the form, where we have to go. Generally, HTML, we know that HTML file will never saves the data into database, right? So on submit the form with the data collected, and where we have to go, right? The method will tell us how to collect the data. The action will tell us where to go the data, right? So don't worry, just this is I'm writing as an empty. Right now we don't know where to go, how to go, right? But the only thing, how can we work with the JavaScript, right? Okay, let us see guys here. So here I'm going to take a div class equal to form control, form group, you can take it as a form group. So this is going to be a label open, label close. In this label, I just want to take this as a username. Just 4 5 fields I will take guys, I'm not going to take many more. So input type equal to text, input type equal to text, and name equal to uname, right? ID, okay, name is not required right now, and you can just take it as an ID, no problem. So I will tell you when to go for name. Right now it is not required for us. And class is equal to form control. We know, we seen already, I believe, in the HTML discussions, right? Okay, so this is what exactly. Let me go for one more field, email and password, and finally submit button. Email, ID is also email. This is going to be mobile. Sorry, let me take, okay, any of the field, whatever it may be, whatever it may be, but we have to know how to handle the form fields. This is pwd, that's all. And these are the form fields I'm having. Now once you submitted the form, we have to post the data to server. Now you can check this. I'm just going to remove the label, submit the form, input type equal to submit. Just I'm going to take it as a submit, and ID not required, class also not required for me right now. I'm taking this as a value equal to save or register. Okay, right. Run the file, and you can see, if you can run the file, and what is the output of the program. This is the program. If you want, you can design it also a little bit. Let me go for designing. So small designing, I don't want to make much here. So style tag open, style tag close. Just little bit I want to design also. Now here, dot form group is a class. Form group, let me write some padding 10 pixels all four sides. Okay, form control width 100%. After that, height, height is going to be for 30 pixels. Okay, yeah. Border radius 5 pixel. Border border radius, okay. Outline none. line outline is going to be none, and just a border, BORDR border, hash 3 pixel, not 3 pixel, 2 pixel or 1 pixel solid, 1 pixel solid, hash 333 border. Right, check this. This is the form we are having. Outline is gone. No, I think border none. I think I have to provide border none. If I provide border none, file is saved. Oh, spell mistake is there here, guys. Here, BORDER, border is the property. Let me check this. I think this is our form, guys. Okay. Now, once you hit the submit button, we have to collect the data you entered, right? So let us go. This is, I'm entering some sample data here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm submitting the form. On submit the form, you can see now the form data was gone. Where it gone? Are you able to see anything here? No, I'm not able to see anything. Whatever the data you submitted in the form, the data was escaped. I mean, it was gone. Can I see in the console? Is there anything happen in the console? First of all, in the console, if you have to collect the data, na, on submit the form. Actually, what happened, guys? You can see the page is getting refreshing. Now you can see this is the refresh icon. On click this register button. Now you can see this icon is getting refreshes. On refreshes the page, and whatever the data you entered in the form, the data is escaping. But if it is refreshing the page, how can we collect the data? Remember, by default, the form behavior is it will refresh the data. By default, the behavior of the form is that is. No, I don't want to refresh the page on submit the button. What I want to do, I don't want to refresh the form on submit. Then you have to stop the default behavior of the form. How can we stop the default behavior? By default, what a form can do, whatever the data you entered in the form, on hit the submit button, the page will get refreshes. No, I don't want to refresh. If the page is refreshing, I'm not able to see the data. Whatever the data you entered there, I'm not able to see it. Then what I want to do here, let me show you how can we collect the data on submit the button. So but page should not be refreshes. To do this, on submit event, I'm going to bind it to the following thing. This is the form. Always remember, I'm going to add an event name called on submit. Remember, on submit is the event. This on submit event is always added into the form element only. You cannot add anywhere. On click event is there now. We can add this on click event to any of the element you want. But on submit event is the only event which is related to form only. You have to apply on submit only on the form element, not on the every HTML element. You cannot apply it. Even though if you can write on submit on a h1 tag, that won't work for you. Submitting the form. So these are the events which are specially to work with the form handling only. So you have to be careful. This event will never work on the input form field also. This event will be work only on the form element only. This is the event which is appended to element called form. You cannot append to any of the things. So on submit, I want to save data. I'm writing one function. Then what happened? On submit the button, save data function will get called. Now you can check this. I'm submitting the form. The function is going to be called, but still there is going to be error. Now console error will be there, and page, because of page refreshing, the error also will be gone. Now you can see, are you getting anything? I'm seeing some error in the console, and it is because of the refreshing, the error is gone. No, I don't want to refresh the page. Without refreshing the page, if you want to process it, let me define the function save data function. Now I'm going to the bottom of the page. Let me add a script, something called script tag open, script tag close. And here I'm taking the function. What is the function name? Save data. Inside of it, we can write, let us write alert. I want to know, once the button is submitted, are we coming to this page or not? Definitely we will come to this page, guys. Now you can submit this. Now I'm submitting the, can you see you are getting alert? After closing the alert, the page will be refreshed again. Now you can see the page. Now you can see, enter some data. Okay, you entered some data. I'm submitting. Immediately you will get the alert. After closing the alert, the page will refreshes, the entered data will be gone. Can you see? The entered data is gone from the form. So in this point of time, what we have to do? in this point of time what we have to do, guys. Exactly. So now you can check this, what exactly we are going to do here. Now I'm going to stop the default behavior. I want to get the values of the form also, where name equal to document dot get element by id. Element by id, what is the id of the name? Uname, huh? I think it's uname dot value. You have to do like this, guys. The value you entered in the text box, if you want to get in JavaScript, based on the ID, get element by ID. This is the ID uname dot value is the attribute. So because of doing this, we can get the value you entered into the text box. Okay. Now I'm going to take the same for right, copy paste the same. This is going to be email, guys. This is a way of getting the value of an input form field in JavaScript. Whatever the value you entered, we can get the things like this. This is going to be pass. Okay, now let me print all the values here. Console.log, console.log. In this, I'm going to take name. Let us concatenate name space and email, concatenated some space, and this is going to be pass. Exactly, right? Now let me check this. I'm trying to print the values we entered in the form, but values are not going to be printed, guys, because page is refreshing now. Values will be printed and they will be gone. Now you can see in the console, values printed and immediately they're gone because page is refreshing. How can we stop the page refreshing? So we know that for every event function, event object is available automatically now. So in this event object, this is the event object. This is available for every event function automatically. In this, we have a predefined method called prevent default. What this will do, it will stop the page refreshing. For example, you are clicking on an anchor tag, page will be refreshes. When I'm clicking on a form, page is refreshing. So I don't want to refresh the page. I don't want to refresh my form. So on click the button, this is going to be stop the page refreshing. After that, we are getting the values and it is going to be printed on the screen. Now you can check this. Earlier, we are unable to print the values. Now I'm going to enter some values here. Now if we can submit this, can you see the values are printed? Page is not refreshing. So this is the submit event. Submit is the one of the most used event in real time, guys. For every form handling in JavaScript, without using submit event, we can't do anything. Definitely on submit the form, not on click, on submit. You have to write on submit only. Even if you can write on click, it doesn't work for you. You have to write on submit the form. See, we are submitting the form. Definitely, right? So it should be always on submit, guys. On submit, save data. Okay now, right? So this is the function is calling, and we have to discuss about the remaining events also, guys. Here let me talk about these events in the tomorrow session, so that the events will be completed in the immediate session. We can go with the looping and conditional statements. Okay, right? So this you can check this one more time. Whatever we did here, this is very simple. Each and every event has its individual responsibility in this form events, especially on mouse over. On key up is there now. On key up is especially used in the input form fields. Whenever you are typing some key there, we can use that, right? In the same manner, this is, guys. Okay, just check this, and we can continue tomorrow. Any doubts you have?